All right, so Grist, I'm glad you called me in. This seems pretty serious, but you're telling me you definitely didn't play doubling season?
Doc, I swear, I didn't play it. Uh, I, I swear.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that you would be perfectly okay if I cast this disenchant.
Oh, oh, you don't need to go that far. I promise.
You know I don't like when you lie to me. Tap two and
No.
you may be wondering, how is a planeswalker a commander that doesn't say that it can be your commander? Well, if you go ahead and look at his first line of text, it will all start to make sense. My first cut in this deck is Stinkweed Imp, mostly because this card is really cool, but getting things into your graveyard is important, but you have better options that can do more things. I'm going to put in Black's Vexing Pest because this does really great synergy with Grist, and you can also fill up your graveyard by casting his backside. My second cut is Moldgraph Monstrosity because you do need to get it onto the battlefield, and then you also need to get it to die and not exile. There's a whole bunch of hoops you have to jump through. And I'm sure no one is surprised by this, but I would put Doubling Season because you're making a ton of tokens, you're getting a bunch of counters, it helps with the loyalty abilities on Grist. This card is obviously insane in this deck. And my last cut is Bane of the Living, just because a lot of times this is just going to end up being a 2-2, and you're going to want to keep your pests on the battlefield and your insects on the battlefield. And I'm going to replace that with Ant Queen because a 5/5 for 5 with this ability in this deck is just great.